Well, hi there guys, and welcome to another episode of On the Bank Angling. You join us for part 2 of our quest for that very special fish, the Pinecone. So tune in to this short video and see how we get on fishing this intimate little pond.
Right guys, so this is one of the first issues you've got to contend with here. Now I've just turned up, started heaving floaters in, and there are ducks and bird life everywhere. So the best tip I can give you is bring absolutely tons of mixers. If you look in the bucket down here, that bucket was full, so I've put in half a bucket. Half a bucket of mixers gone in, and they're still going and feeding on them. So all I do is heave in as many as I can, literally handful after handful after handful after handful. Get it so there's so many mixers out there that they just get bored of picking them off. That's the best way I've found. And then eventually they'll just drift off and go sit on the bank somewhere. So that is literally the best way. Don't try being finicky and just lobbing a few in, because you just won't get rid of these. So right, there we go. Great tip for you. Right then guys, back down the lake. I'm being quiet because there's a lot of other people fishing. But yeah, I've been stalking for about an hour. Seen a lot of the fish, but they've been a bit finicky, so I had to wait quite a while. And yeah, just unhooking this one now. I've got one. It's not a fish that I've had before. It's not massive, probably sort of low double, but it's a very nice looking fish. Sort of two-tone, linear, very nice. Fall like mad. Look at that. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? What a nice looking fish. Yeah, so brilliant, off to a good start. And hopefully this will be part of part 2. But yeah, it's another fish on the scoreboard, another different fish. Yeah, still waiting for Pinecone. Gonna move swims now, it's the best when you've caught one. Just move on and then, there you go, you can come back later, but fantastic. Sweet. Well guys, welcome back. As you can see, very, very windy. I've come with floaters again. I really need to start coming with bottom baits. But there's 3 people on the main lake, so nip to the back pond, normally good for a bite. The wind is blowing everything down this end, and I have seen a couple of fish along the reed line back there, taking a couple of mixers, so stand a good chance. I put a load of bait in a swim that was free in the main lake in peg 1. Birds got on it straight away, as you would have seen in the other video. There's loads of bird life here. They've gotten it straight away, but I put a lot in there, so hopefully they've left some. And that means I can, when that bait drifts in the margins, which is good, it's often good to bait up, even on the surface, bait up an area and leave it, and the fish get really confident. So I'm hoping that when I go back there into that swim, the fish will be all over the margins and stuff, hoovering up whatever the birds have left. So you never know. Let's see if we can get one out of here. Not the easiest of conditions, but you've got to be in it to win it. Well, there you go guys. As you can see, I've had to work through all this jungle to get here, to get to this little clearing in the reeds. But there are a few fish taken down there. Not all the time, just the odd one every now and then, so sort of sacrifices you've got to make. I was hoping to get one on camera taken then, but the other thing they do is they move in behind this little island, and then they can be a real nightmare to get out, so you want them out here really. There we go, one's just taken down there. Another bank. So there we go. See that one? Yeah. Nice common. Sort of double figure common. Not really any massive fish in this back pond, but good sport, but even these can be very crafty at times. Right. Okay, let's see if we can get one. Well guys, I've got a fish. Didn't take too long down there, and well, I'm a bit surprised because I've only ever had one of these in my life. Fish places where they are, but they're normally really tricky to catch. Anyway, saw this fish down the margin, dropped it down, and as you can see, it's a bit different from a normal carp. There we go, guys. So it's actually a grass carp. There's only one of these in here. I've seen it 2 or 3 times on the top, and they're always really difficult to catch. Saw him down the side and just thought he was there, and he's trying to mouth at a bait, lowered mine straight on top of it, and he had it almost instantly. So what a buzz. 7 pound 12 ounces, so not a monster, but awesome stuff anyway. I'm pretty pleased with that. Whoa. This is what they're famous for. They normally beat the hell out of people on the bank. I've seen Kev caught a big golden grass carp, and absolutely beat the hell out of him. So yeah, but that's brilliant. I'm going to get a few pickies and then I'm going to slip him back. What a good start. Let's get this. Right then guys, it's a new day, another busy day. There's quite a few people on the main pond, so I'm back on the back pond again. As you can see, I put a lot of mixers in because the ducks are back here today, although they've stopped eating them, which is why there's loads floating around. But when you do have loads of mixers on the surface like this, it can make the carp go crazy, and just as they're drifting towards the reeds and the usual spot back there, you might have just seen that one then, they are starting to take them quite ferociously now, so I'm sure I'll get one in a minute when I actually set up a rod and fish for them. So yeah, it looks like I might get, it won't be a wasted trip anyway, because it looks like I hopefully will get a fish, so that's the main thing.
Well, unfortunately, after losing a fish, I couldn't get any more fish feeding and spent ages just looking down these margins. The odd one would come up, take one, and then move off. They got quite spooky after being interfered with. Well, that weekend, I was lucky enough to be joined on the bank by John, who fished the same corner where I had struggled in the week. He also had a similar experience though. So his plan was to get back to the main lake and start knocking up a cheeky bait mix to try and get the carp feeding.
Right guys, middle of the night, and it's really dark, as you can see. So dark, you can just see John's bum there. You could see his head just a minute ago. I can't get the light right, so we're not going to stay for long, but he's got a fish on. Melting take. And yeah, we'll show it to you in a minute when we've got more light. It's just ticking away there.
It's not very big.
Not very big?
No.
Just flapping the tail. Down here in this margin.
It is. Ruin my chances of another one. On top of the...
There we go, folks. Looks to me like John has actually caught the smallest carp in the lake. It is a little minter. Look at that, look at its head. Very nice, but it's about £2, 2.5 pounds. Cool. That's John's first fish from darts, and it's the smallest carp I've ever seen from you, so well done, John.
Well guys, the night of the pasty.
John has managed to catch another fish, and it's another really tiny one, and I've never seen any small fish in here, so I don't know what John's doing, but he's managing to catch all these little carps. So we're going to get this one back. We were both nodding off then, and it just melted, so... bizarre. Little stockies. Oh well. Well done, John.
Cheers, mate.
Cool. Well guys, don't know quite what's going on tonight. I told John, this is the first time John's ever fished here. I said, never catch any small ones here, nothing under £10, and we've had 3 fish now and they've all been under £10. So I don't know what's going on. It's taken a while for me to get one, but my rod across to the far side has finally gone off. And it had this little scrappy ghosty on the end, probably about 6 or 7, something like that, 7 or 8 pound, I don't know. Not going to weigh it to find out, but it's a mint little fish. Yeah, so we just want your mum, Pinecone.
Sorry?
We just want your mum, Pinecone, to come and give us an appearance tonight. That would be nice.
Hello, mate.
Yeah. Well, that hectic session with all those small fish turned out to be my last session of the year on darts. I was aiming to fish it for a bit over the winter, but then the anglers that fish there got hit with some devastating news. Those of you who follow our Facebook page will have seen that darts was absolutely savaged by otters over the winter months. A lot of the good fish, including the one I was after, the Pinecone, unfortunately were killed by the otter. It took a lot, but local anglers managed to get the fishery owner to put a fence around the pond, so some of the stock have still remained protected, thank God. Well, it's going to take quite some time before the full extent of the damage caused by the otters is known. The anglers still fishing the venue though have managed to catch some lovely fish, which is obviously great to see. They are, however, still carrying this damage caused by the otters. Cuts to fins, scrapes along the fish, something that no one really wants to see, and a sign of what devastating effect having otters on your fishery can have. Well, there we go guys, a disappointing end to the quest for the Pinecone. I hope you've enjoyed the 2 videos though, and until next time, tight lines.